Welcome to Math at Home week number 4 with the world's largest muffin tin. You probably wonder, what are we going to do with the world's largest muffin tin? Well, we are going to talk about arrays and setting up problems inside of arrays. And I know that you remember that rows go across and columns go up and down, like columns on a building. So we're going to talk about rows and columns. And luckily, there's more leftover holiday candy. So we're going to use the holiday candies to make some arrays. You can use whatever you want. You could use marbles, you could use pennies, you could use buttons. I just like to use candy. So let's start and let's make a simple array. We're going to make a 2 by 3 array. And that means that we're going to have 2 rows, and each row is going to have 3 candies. 2 rows, 3 columns. That's a 2 by 3 array. And then we want to know, how many candies do we have all together? Well, it's not very efficient to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But we could say, well, I see there are 3 in each row, and I know how to count by 3s, so I have 3, 6. So if I were going to write that as a problem, it would look like this. 2 times 3 equals 6. I had 2 rows with 3 in each row. That equals 6. So let's take these out. Let's try a 4 by 5 array. So we're going to have 4 rows. And we're going to, these candies smell delicious. We're going to have 5 candies in each row. Whoops, not down there. This is harder than it looks. Now we have a 4 by 5 array. If we want to know how many candies are there, again, it would take a long time to count them all, but I know that there are 5 in each row, and I know how to count by 5s, so I can do this. 5, 10, 15, 20. All together there are 20 candies. That array is going to look like this. 4 times 5 equals 20. If I wanted to draw it out, I would do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the picture that shows the model, and that's the number sentence that tells us how a mathematician would write that down. All right, let's get these out of here. This is exciting, isn't it? Watching me take candies out. All right, what if I have a 6 by 4 array, which means I'm going to have how many rows? 6 by 4, I'm going to have 6 rows. And I'm going to put 4 in each row. All right, I have 6 rows, 4 in each row. Again, if I'm going to figure this out, I don't want to have to count every row. I can count, hopefully, by 4s. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. Okay? Again, if I want to show what that looks like in a picture, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There it is, 6 rows, 4 in each row. That looks like this. This is the number sentence that you would use. Oops, except it equals 24, Mrs. Frost, not 20. 6 times 4 equals 24. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. All right, let's do one last one. And you can set up any kind of array you want. Uh-oh, my hand is eating candies. All right, let's do a 5 by 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, there's 5 by 3, 5 rows, 3 in each row. Again, if I want to figure out how many are there, I can count by threes. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. If I wanted to draw that, it would look like this. And the way a mathematician is going to write that out is going to be 5 times 3 equals 15. 5 rows, 3 in each row, 5 times 3 is 15. So you can get something to do this at home. If you don't have a big giant muffin tin, you could make a grid. You could just draw them out on paper, but make sure that you're trying to count in groups instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Count by 4s or count by 3s or count by 5s. And then your number sentence is how many rows times how many columns equals 15. All right, so have some fun playing with some arrays and make sure that no one eats all your candies before you're done with the game. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.